In this video, we're going to talk about what you can do if your child is experiencing separation anxiety. Firstly, just to reassure you, it's quite common for children when they're coming into school, into a new setting, transitioning even into a year level. It doesn't even have to just necessarily be prep. It can be at different times of their school journey as well. They might just feel like they want to be with mum and dad. That's where they want to be. And so it's just sometimes that initial point of saying goodbye that's the really hard part. So our parents, our families have a really important role in this part to play, as do our staff. But firstly, for you as the parents, it's really important that you do have a routine with your child about how you're going to drop off and quick kiss, goodbye, have a great day. And that supports children to be able to go into the classroom more readily. If we go back for that extra kiss and that extra cuddle and stay in the space, it prolongs that goodbye for the child. And if that's something that's really hard for them, that makes it really difficult. Normally, most times when the children, even if they're crying quite a lot or even screaming, kicking or things like that, you might be quite distressing as a parent. But we find as soon as the parent moves out of the space, usually within a minute, 5 minutes at the very most, the child is settled, playing and is okay. It was just the goodbye part that was hard. So the quicker we do that and the more supportive way we do that, the greater that's going to be for them to be able to separate into a classroom and get on with their day and have a positive day ahead. If your child is having some separation anxiety, firstly, we would obviously attend to the child. That's where our efforts would be, and we would trust that families would move out of the space really quickly. Once that's happened and we've settled the child in the learning space, we would, as we come out of there, sometimes I'll make a call to families just to say, it's okay, they've settled today. And but we would always make a call if they weren't okay. So if you haven't heard from us, you can just trust that the child has settled into their learning space, everything's going really well for their day, and the day's going on ahead. If it's an ongoing issue where it's happening day after day, sometimes we have to be patient around that. It can take quite a while for some children, and that's okay too, and quite normal as well. If it escalates to a much higher anxiety, then we would put some supports in place where we'd have formal meetings and things to support you as a family and support your child and support the school.